Hi, this is Dr. Janowski with Sonata Laser Aesthetics, and today I want to talk to you about lip injection. Now, lips are one of those very personal things that people are very emotional about, and that's understandable. We don't want to over-inject a lip. We're not trying to create a Hollywood over-injected thing that you see on television. Most people don't want that, and I don't think that looks good either. So we want to always consider how much we're injecting and how we're injecting so that we create a natural looking lip that people can't say, people aren't going to say, hey, what happened to your lip? That is not the response that we want. We want it to look natural, not overdone. If anything, we want it to be a little bit underdone. So when done correctly and done tastefully, lips look great, and I have many people who come back time and again to get their lips done again and again. The preferred product for me is Juvederm Ultra. That's the soft version of Juvederm. We don't want a very firm, we don't want a very volumizing filler. We want something that's very gentle and very delicate, and this is the product that I prefer to use. And we're going to show a lip injection here in a minute, and what I am going to describe and what I'm going to show you is my way of doing a lip, which is using a micro-cannula injection. And we've talked about this before, but micro-cannulas will make it much easier to tolerate getting a lip injection because there are very few needle pokes. We're using a cannula that's blunt, that doesn't cut through vessels, so it's very unlikely to bruise. It will lay the product much more smoothly than a typical needle injection, and people will recover much more quickly, and it looks great. So we'll show you that in a minute. So I want to talk about lip injection for a minute here before we do anything. So when we look at a lip, we want to evaluate several things. We want to look at the border. Is the definition of the border good? And Christina has a great, well-defined border. Number two, the shape. She's got a nice bow shape to the lip. And number three, the volume. She's got good volume. So these are the different considerations in determining how to inject and how much to inject. So if we just want to add a little bit of volume to someone that has a great border, we just can actually go through the middle part of the lip and we don't have to do anything to the border. The border can be injected if we feel that it's not well defined. And then there's a couple areas that we look at that typically lose volume, like the area right under the peak of the bow. We always want to inject, if we're ever going to do anything on the top lip, we always want to balance that with something on the bottom. Poorly injected lips look bad when you do only the top and not the bottom because it changes the normal proportion of the lip. And as you can see, Christina has a very nice lip with her bottom lip being larger than the top, which is normal. We never want to change that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a little numbing injection just to make it comfortable for the procedure. So we've numbed up Christina now. She's feeling pretty numb. We want people to be comfortable for this. It shouldn't be uncomfortable. And so I'm going to turn you a little bit, and we're going to use the micro-cannula technique, and we're going to make one little poke hole right here with a little guide needle. So you'll get a little tiny pinch here for a second. Good. Does that hurt? Mm-mm. Didn't even feel it? No. I like to hold this area here. This is the only area where we're going to potentially bruise because that's the only area we're going to use a needle. The rest of it is the cannula, which I'll show you. This is a micro-cannula. It is not sharp. It is a great way to inject a lip without causing bruising. So we're going to take a look here at Christina's lip there. And I'm going to thread it. This is the hardest part. Alright, good. You'll feel a little bit of pressure there. Should probably be feeling me over my shoulder. Good, okay, good. And we'll do a little threading here. We're going to go across the lip here, and we'll do a little injecting. And Christina doesn't really need much, so we'll just be modest here. So I'm going to massage what I just injected. Massage is really important. It helps to spread the fill her out and smooth it out. So I just put a little gel and then I literally just take the lip and I just help smooth it out on both sides. It's just in the middle of the lip now. Okay, now we're going to do the bottom lip in the same way. I'm going to make one little injection port here with a regular needle. That's the only sharp point. Now we'll thread with the micro-cannula. Now we're going to thread, just like we did on the top, across the lip. Good. And now we'll inject a little bit coming out. Again, we'll be modest because Christina doesn't need a lot of volume. You comfortable?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And once again, we'll massage the product and make it smooth, even smoother. It lays down very smooth because it's in one long thread. But we just want to make sure there's no lumps or bumps and that it's distributed properly. So Christina's all done. As you can see, really nice results. She's got a nice little bit of fullness. She had pretty full lips already, so we didn't really need to put very much. We only used about a half a syringe, but closer to a full syringe is normal for most people. And we only made 2 injection points, so it's very unlikely that she'll have any bruising. All she has to do is do a little ice tonight. So how was that experience? Was that uncomfortable or?
No, not at all. Very easy.
Yeah, and you've had the old injection method, right, with the needle. So how does it compare to that?
Much better. There's only 2 little pin pricks and that's it. It's
Right.
very easy.
So take a look.
Looks good.
Good. All right. Good. Well, that's how you inject a lip. That's how I inject a lip. So let me know if you have any questions when you come in.